Hello, comrades! Welcome back to Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. My name, of course, is Obita Potato. Right, so, this is the episode that I said we would optimize car production, and indeed that is what we are going to do. The first thing on the list of things, on today's list of things to do, I should say, is to buy ourselves a nice blueprint which is actually going to make us some money. I mean, it's all very well having thousands and thousands of pathetic little cars to sell, but I mean, unless we start manufacturing something substantial, then we're not going to be able to make any money, and that's what I really want to do. I want to start selling my cars abroad, and start selling them to my Soviet counterparts over the border, and therefore make a whole bunch of money. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this car finish out. I mean, I could scrap it, but, you know, sunk cost fallacy, right? I mean, if I've invested resources and, you know, time and effort and energy into getting, you know, the car started, might as well finish it. Boom. All right, so I had a quick little look between episodes, also, whilst I was waiting for my finances to, you know, soften themselves, get themselves into a slightly better position. I was looking around for what I think to be the most expensive vehicle blueprint, and I do believe that I have found it. There are two that I'm interested in building. One is, well, that's kind of one of them, although that's not the most expensive. Where is it? One that I was interested in was this one. So the ZIL 133 crane. That's kind of cool. Now, this is kind of cool for a different reason from the most expensive one. I'll show you the most expensive blueprint that I can find. It's this. It's the tower crane B2 75 meters, right? So it's a road crane. It's got a build speed of 95. So if we look at the cost of the blueprint, to me it looks like the cost of the blueprint is dictated by the amount of resources that it takes to manufacture this thing. I don't actually know if that's the case. It seems like a pretty advanced bit of tech. I don't know how much it's sold for. I think it's this price. I think it sells for that amount of money, but I don't know. Can't confirm. 892 work days, 11 tons of steel, about half a ton of plastic, tiny bit of fabric, 2.5 tons of mechanical components, and about a third of a ton of electronic components. Whereas this bad boy over here takes a similar number of work days. In fact, yeah, I mean, technically 40 less work days, but that's, I mean, by the by, really. It's going to take us a heck of a large length of time to get this built with the current workforce that we have. So I'm looking to change that around a little bit. But it takes 12 tons of steel, half a ton of plastic, tiny bit of fabric, 1.4 tons of mechanical components, and slightly less electronic components. So I think that I want to go for this. The reason that I want to go for this is because I feel that it'll fit on the back of a train slightly better. I feel that I mean, I could get this, and I will get it, but it's probably going to be the purchase that I make next after I buy this, because I'm like 99% sure that this is going to fit on the back of the train. However, I'm not sure if that's going to fit on the back of a train, or if it is, do I need to, you know, build a bespoke train in order to make that sort of fit and work? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Let's buy the ZIL 133 something or other, and let's select a brand new blueprint. Let's do it. I mean, this is going to take a heck of a long time. It's going to take a lot of resources in order to get it all up and running, which is exactly why in this episode right here, we are going to be massively expanding the workforce in this town. We do still have a couple of towns that have yet to be completely salvaged, and those are the towns that we're going to strip bare. Indeed, it might even be worth us just creating a brand new town over here that is within walking distance, perhaps, of the vehicle production line. I tell you what, that's actually not a bad idea. I didn't really consider that to be an option. I should not build with rubles or dollars, in fact. Yeah, I didn't really consider that to be an option. However, given the circumstances and given the sheer number of people involved, I think we straight up might need to do it. I mean, we need a lot of people to work here. So, if I was to zone out some buildings, Let's see how it goes. I want to try and zone the buildings as close as possible. Tell you what, let's get another road down here. Yeah, we want to try and zone them as closely as we possibly can to... There we go. Ditch that. We want to zone them as close as we possibly can to the factory so that everyone that works or lives in the buildings are going to be within walking distance of the factory. That's the plan as it stands anyway. Let's also get another road out this way. There we go. Alright, this is looking already to be an expensive build. Okay. What about we flip it around? Build it there instead. Sure. And what about we get another... Ooh, that's awfully irritating. Yeah, here's the plan. All right, I've got a good idea in mind. Okay, so clearly not that great an idea if it's not going to come together slightly more smoothly. All right, that goes there. That goes there. Perfect. Let's flip this round. That over there. I mean, this is going to be the biggest development by a country mile. That just goes to show how serious I am about this being the next big money-making scheme. Right. Flip that around. And flip that around. Okay. That's good. That's really, really good. I'm quite happy with that. Okay, so that's going to cost us a heck of a lot of money in order to build it out, but that's okay. I also don't know if we're going to have enough people in all of our cities combined in order to make that work, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. So let's do that. Get it in place. Let's get some pathways linked up now. There we go. Looking good, looking fancy. And we'll get this area linked up too. Beautiful. Nice. Nice. Sure, connect that up. I mean, pathways literally everywhere. That seems like a good idea, doesn't it? That also seems a bit like overkill, but that's okay. Sure, should we just build all these paths right now? Probably. No real harm in doing that, is there? Okay, and should we get like a bypass? A little walk-in bypass? Sure, that sounds great. That sounds very, very fun. Okay, so that'll be a connection for every building. There we go. It's a nice 5-way junction. Can we make it a 6-way junction? We sure can. Okay, so that is literally a connection to everywhere. That is total overkill, but that will be cumulatively 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 houses. 10 houses each have 189. That's 1,800 people. So the amount of resources that these people are going to consume, I mean, it's going to be substantial, which is why we're really going to try and make this a proper area, if you'd like. Okay, let's get this modified. Probably want it to go more centrally. I mean, what's the capacity of a shopping center like that? Do we have a single large shopping center on this map? I mean, I know on the last map that we played, the last game, we had a big shopping center, but I don't actually know what the number of people that a big shopping center can serve is. I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, I think that we want to try and go for it. We want to try and build one. But if we're gonna build one, it should probably be right in the center. Because I think, and I hope anyway, that a single large shopping center will be able to take care of all of the needs of all of the residents. This is a bad idea here. I should just build perpendicular here and connect up like so. Great. Connect up like that. My thought process is that if I sort of sandwich the houses between the place of people's work and also the resources that they all need, then we might just get a winning combo. Right, let's get that in place there. I mean, how much is this going to cost to build? 160,000 rubles. That's why it's such a darned expensive venture. All right, fine. Let's get this in place right here because, of course, we're going to need a whole connecting industry to supply this area with resources. I mean, this specific building with resources, it needs its own road cargo station, for goodness sake. Okay, cancel that construction just in case I want to change it in the future. That's fine. I think we're going to need something like 6 kindergartens. At least. We're going to need... We don't need grocery store. We don't need small store. It's all rolled into a shopping center. A cinema. I mean, yes, we're going to need a cinema. Can I... yeah, get this all leveled. I don't think that I've sold off any of my ground moving equipment near here, so it should all happen with relatively high speed. Perfect. Okay, cinema. Great, get that in place over there. We're going to need to get a cinema in over here too. There we go. Just like that. Sure, come up over there. Great, that's looking very, very nice indeed. And why don't we see if we can try and get the footpath down there. We can indeed. Fantastic. Okay. So that's going to be 2 cinemas. I think that those 2 cinemas will be completely adequate to deal with all of the demands. Next, we're going to need some pubs. I mean, make a pub right over there. Maybe make a pub or 2 over here. Sure. Stick a pub in over there. Yep. Stick a pub in over there. Fantastic. And stick a pub in over here. Sure. So lots and lots of options. Pubs are not super busy, you know, at the best of times anyway. Tennis playground and football playground I will deal with, but I will deal with in a bit. Also, I'm very, very conscious of the fact that I don't have anywhere near enough money to pull this off. Okay, so you're gonna go there, and then we're literally just going to get another school right there. Yeah. I think we get a 3rd school right over there. And then we just place like 6 kindergartens or something. And, you know, I mean, that would normally be a joke. But I think in these circumstances, I mean, it's not. What can I say? It's not a joke. Okay. Also over here, apparently. Or about as near as I can get. Also, I've not even thought about the electricity demands of this area. It's going to be absolutely huge. Okay, there we go. Another one. And another one. Okay, can I just raise this up? There we go. Get it all slightly more level. And then let's place down our final kindergarten. And see if this works. Okay, this is, I mean, wow, I've gone overboard here. Massively overboard. Okay, I mean, wow. Wow. Just wow. Right, so let's unpause. Let's watch our money sort of dribble away a little bit. I can't build all of the roads through the interface, apparently. Okay, that's unbelievably irritating. That's cool. Well, give me a rough idea about how much it's going to cost to build all the roads. There we go. At least build all of the roads that are connected to paths at the moment. What's on fire? One of the more challenging areas of the map to access. Has a fire thing been dispatched? It's a school. Pretty sure you're a goner, mate. I mean, there might be a fire engine over here. Yeah, it's a fire engine over here. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough gig to get to in time. But good luck, though. Good luck. I'll leave that over there. I'm not gonna be too concerned if it does end up falling, or just burning down, as the case may be. Right. Cool. 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 Looking good. Pads are all built, I believe now. Most of them, anyway. Okay, now we're gonna need to make an important strategic choice. What are the first things that we start to build after the roads? The shopping center, maybe? The houses, I would normally say, but I really don't want people attritioning away from this area. I mean, this is sort of like end game stuff that we're discussing here, so I mean, this area is really, really important. Okay. Let's flip around. Do some more roads. Why is this so unbelievably challenging to do manually? There we go. And there we go. All right, I do know for a fact that we've got a big train arriving at the border quite soon. I think we've got a couple of big trains arriving at the border quite soon, so we shouldn't really have any difficulty. Let's build the pubs first. Sure, that seems like a uniquely British thing to do. I mean, something that I can bring to the table as a Brit. I like a good pub. There we go. I like a good unfinished road. That's not true. That's not a uniquely British trait. Kindergarten, 11 grand for a kindergarten. Sure, I'll start to build the kindergartens up. Right, so you're bringing in 44 workers at a time. That's fine. We're going to need a mix of engineers and also just regular people. I don't think we've finished a single crane yet, have we? Finished vehicles, 0. No. None that are currently over there. All right, let's skip forward to the morning. And let's see what we've got. Okay, how much is a cinema? I mean, oh my goodness, 3 cinemas. It's gonna cost an arm and a leg. It's a heck of a lot of money. I need to build up all of the paths around the area. Yep. All of the little mini paths connecting to the businesses haven't been built, which is very, very irritating. Fire extinguished. Wowzers. You guys should get a medal. Medal of the Soviet Union. I don't know. What's a high ranking medal? That's not the term for it. A high awarding medal. No, that's not the word for it either. 42,000 for a cinema? You know what? Maybe I just try and cut my costs a little bit. See if we can maybe open 1 cinema at a time. In fact, we could do a tiered sort of system here, right? I mean, we got a kindergarten. We need to get a kindergarten in place. So let's get a kindergarten in place, right? Let's get a school in place. Sure. The cinema, we will be able to get a cinema in place in just a second. Or, I mean, I can do it right now. I have the money. I'm just waiting for a very, very important train to arrive at the border. Where is it? Oh, maybe it's already... No, that's not the one. It must be arriving soon. Oh, literally, right as I'm talking, it's right there. Fantastic. That's 200 and something thousand. I mean, that's going to keep us going for a good long time. Until at least a couple more fuel and bitumen trains arrive. That's the plan anyway. Okay, so let's get a 159,000 ruble shopping center. Sure. And that is a kindergarten, a school. We'll get a cinema as well. Get a cinema. And now I think we should just be able to start building houses. If we start building houses, we should be totally fine. Right. Let's start building houses. We're not going to be able to build very many. Not with our current financial situation, but we should be fine. We should at least be fine for a couple. Okay, let me go and start just completely decimating the populations of various villages across the map. And then let's just move everyone into, well, for now, this one single house. Demolish it. Yep. There we go. Okay, 100 and something workers without a job. 50 kids can't go to school. Right. People that are trying to go to the station, that's absolutely a no-go. However, I will let passengers go. Sure, passengers can go to wherever they need to go. Right. What do we need to provide? No school to attend? Well, there are going to be some teachers coming in soon. That's going to be great. We do have a road connection, so people can get around. We've got a hospital, and I think... yeah, I think the hospital definitely will serve this area. The question is, are we going to have enough capacity? I don't actually know. Okay. People are going to go to the shop. That's fantastic. That's great. Okay. Let's try and build one more house. At the moment, it looks like we're fine for teaching. That's at least something, right? It's a good start. Right. Let's get all of these people moved across. There we go. And everyone over here as well. Perfect. And let's see if this works. Let's see if this works indeed. Okay, no teachers with higher education. Yeah, I should probably get just like a house full of highly educated people. I mean, there will be a couple of educated people in here, but we're gonna clearly need to get more. I mean, we need more for the production line as well as a bunch of the stuff around town. Okay. How much is that gonna cost? $36,000 in order to get that. In order to get that house built. You know what? I might as well spend my dollars on this and then just save my rubles. Cancel the construction contract so that we can build up a little bit more. Just to get us over the line so that we never have any sort of outage of dollars. Because if we have an outage of dollars, then that's, well, it's a bit of a problem. Because our money stops coming in. And therefore, a whole bunch of buildings and businesses don't have any food or anything to sell or anything. It's just a complete nightmare. All right. That's good. Let's get that built. Perfect. All right, and let's invite a whole bunch of highly educated immigrants. Let's invite down to about 6,000 rubles. I can still sell off some of my construction equipment if I need to. But there we go. Anyway, that should be some teachers for the school, and it should also be some engineers for the production line. So hopefully we'll be able to finish a vehicle at some point very, very soon. Okay, we're just looking for another couple of trains now to get us across the line. 48 tons of stuff over there. When's the next train going to be arriving? Must be soon, right? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Literally as I speak. It's got a good amount of bitumen on it as well. Fantastic. The real question is, do I care more about just setting up more and more houses? Or do I care more about importing some more engineers? I can probably do one of both. Okay, in fact, no. We'll just get one house. Yeah, get one house. And maybe we'll get some engineers in a little bit. Okay, let's finish off a couple of houses. I'm gonna need to take stock of all of my resources in just a second. All of my services, and if I can provide people with services. There we go. Demolish that house. Great. 100 workers without a job. I mean, that is truly marvelous. Truly, truly marvelous. Everyone is going to be getting a job. Look, I'm giving people work. I'm a generous man. Okay. That looks good. 103 workers without a job. I mean, people are going to have a job very, very soon. 16 citizens are not able to participate in any sport or church or spirituality. Ah, yes, I did actually forget about that this entire time. Alright, let's get the cheat mode activated, and let's get a small church. In fact, no, you know, we can probably afford to get a slightly bigger church. A small cathedral. I mean, I do feel like this town probably deserves a small cathedral, if ever a small town did. Can we put it right next to the building over there? Nah, I kind of want it to be... I kind of want it to be a little bit more central. If I was to put a small cathedral right in there. If I was to stick that in there. And put that down into the middle. Would that work? Would everyone be able to... Would everyone be able to agree that that's a fairly easy gig? 600 rubles to build that. Don't mind if I do. Right, is that within walking distance of the entire town? Not really, to be honest. But it's something. Right, small church. We can get another small church in here. Sure. Get that on auto build. Building is on fire. Is it a key building? Do I care? I mean, that's right next to the fire station, so I would fully expect that to be put out in a very, very timely manner, and indeed that looks to be the case. Fantastic. Good job, everyone. Great work. Great work on that front. Wow, that's a tight fit, but I guess we can get it. Sure. Another one over here, maybe? Wow. All right. Cool. Well, we got brand new churches in there. That's looking really, really good. Very, very happy with that. Okay, we're up to 90 workers, and we're up to 18 engineers. It looks like everyone is going to be quite happy. Quite happy. The hospital is a little bit of an ongoing issue. However, if I fix that road... will that make a difference? I do still need to get sports fields. Yeah, sports fields is a slight concern, as I kind of have overlooked it a little bit. Okay. Yeah, where do I get sports fields? That's the real question. Huh, okay. No. No. That was a really stupid place to build it, because I'm pretty certain that I'm not going to be able to get a path up between there. He says, in utter incredulation. However, doesn't look like you can get a path to connect to anything. So that is in itself a little bit of a bummer. Right, well, you know what? Building is in the way. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, well, that's at least... That's within walking distance of a good couple of places. So at least we can do that. More sports fields. Sure, football playground. Kind of want to delete this bit of road right here. But I will refrain. I will refrain. Okay, what about over here? And there we go. Just like that. I mean, these things are pretty darn cheap anyway, so. That was I mean, that's probably a top 5 worst decision I've ever made. Building that road there. That was just a complete farce. Right. Too big a climb uphill? I mean, come on. How are we not able to do this, guys? Some other infrastructure's in the way. Demolish that stinking infrastructure. And make it work. Okay. Gosh darn it. Why is it so darn difficult to build sports facilities? Can I build one over here? Ooh, no. No, I cannot. Not even space in here. That works. That works. That's great. Okay. I mean, I think that that might just satisfy the itch for now. Okay, see if we can get that linking over there. Great. So this is a truly, properly walking-oriented city. 22 citizens are not able to participate in any sport. One more sports field, and we are golden. Okay. It's like a little puzzle. I could ditch that sort of track that's running around over there, but I don't really want to. Oh. Oh. It looks good. It looks very, very good. Okay, that's great. So, as soon as we get a member of staff to go and work that over there, then I'm convinced that this whole operation will work completely flawlessly. Great. Great, great, great. Cool. We still need to invite a couple more educated people along. But apart from that, I think we're pretty much up and running. We've got a vehicle finished. Oh, that is fantastic. That is absolutely wonderful. I don't think if we deliver that to the car sales area, I don't think anyone's going to buy it, right? Surely not. Right, let's buy down to like 100,000 rubles or something. Sure. Get a bunch more educated people along for the rides. I need to top up these flats with a couple of individuals. There we go. Move these people over. Demolish. And move them over here. Great. Demolish that. 8 workers without a job. I mean, there are a lot of people over there that there are a lot of jobs over here that currently don't look like they're being worked. Okay, everyone seems pretty fine actually. Let's build another house and let's get a bunch of people moved over. Let me open up a bunch of houses just before the game goes dark in the evening. Wonderful. Move everyone across. Demolish. Demolish. And that is looking fine. Alright, great. So, it's going to take a little while for everyone to find themselves a place of work. But once they do, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, once they do, it's gonna be great. Do we need to get a hospital a little bit closer here? I feel that we might actually need to do this. It doesn't seem like we've got enough ambulances over here. I need to buy a new ambulance. Sure, buy a new ambulance. Yeah, 6 citizens are unable to visit a hospital. Yeah, not ideal, honestly. Not ideal at all. How much does it cost to build a hospital? 55k? I mean, we could just stump up the cash and build one, to be honest. Oh, no. That was an expensive mistake. When we've already got all of the all of the equipment to do the job for us for absolutely nothing. Okay, television station, hospital. Oh, just connect up to the end there, would you? All right. Let's actually do this. Let's actually do this. I tell you what, though, this area is looking pretty darn bustling, if I do say so myself. Very, very happy with the way that it's turned out. Okay. Let's get it built. Let's get that built. We need to stay on our guard for any paths that haven't ended up building or completing, because that can always throw a spanner in the works. All right, we'll buy a whole bunch of ambulances. I mean, they're literally all the same. I tend to buy the most expensive because that's you know, I want to provide my people with the absolute best. Right, no one's able to visit place of spirituality. There are a lot of churches nearby, though. There are a lot of churches nearby. 115 people working in the building. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. It's not quite there. One child can't go to school because there's no school places available. Yeah, well, that's why we need to get more educated people in. Right. Max out the education. Max out everyone. Everyone is now educated in this building anyway. Right. Everyone is totally educated in that building. We've filled it. I don't even know what building went on fire there, but it was extinguished with extreme speed. Oh, it was just in Potatograd. Cool. Right. Why have we got a train jam here? This is the steel train that we're waiting for. I mean, look, just go to the next place. Go to the next place. We need to start steel production, but we're going to have to do that later. We're going to do it in a bit. Don't worry about it. There's just so many demands on steel, and we're just not producing anywhere near enough. Yeah, alright, fine. Should be fixed. Cool. Do we have a shortage of coal by any chance yet? Nope, doesn't look like coal is in any danger of being in a shortage. I tell you what, everything is looking remarkably good. Looks like we're fine for coal, fine for steel. Got a good number of people making oil, not as much as it should be, because of course you can always improve, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, how far away? Oh, in fact, I just dispatched it. What am I talking about? The train that transports the steel between wherever it was, between the steel plant and the... Where did it go? Have I just let it slip out of my line of sight? Ah, here it is. Right, wow, you made some very good progress, some quick progress. Yes, you're the individual that loads and unloads the cars. So let's see how many of the cranes we're going to be able to fit on the back of that bad boy. We've got 3 in store, and we'll probably have a 4th by the time that we get this train over here. How are we not able to maintain the number of people staying in this building? Yeah, not sure about that. I tell you what, though, we do need to set up deliveries to this area pretty pronto. What I'd like to do is get 2 more flats. I want to get all of the flats. I want to get all of the flats done within this episode, you know, no doubt. Right, where are you? We've got steel there, that's fine. You're just coming. Great, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. I will go back to following you in just a second. What I would like to do, though, is just give this house a little bit of a top-up. Oh, no, hold on. Does this building have a power supply? Oh, it does. Yeah, it does. It's perfect. However, is it enough? It's not enough. It's nowhere near enough. That's what the problem is. We've got ourselves a little bit of a problem over here. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me just deal with one thing at a time. So let's get you guys relocated into that building. Sure. There we go. Right, cool. Now, I believe that in order to get this power over here, we just branched it from the American power line. Yeah, we did. Which means that all I need to do, theoretically, is reduce that. If I reduce that, then that means that the power transformer has a constant amount of power, which therefore means that this bad boy over here has a much, much more consistent voltage, which is fantastic. That's really, really good. Mission accomplished there. That's great. Right, have we got any passengers waiting? No passengers waiting over there. That's fine. Here comes the train. Let's see if we can pick up whatever it is, 4 vehicles. That's pretty darn good going, if I do say so myself. Very, very happy with that. How are we doing on resources? We're doing fine on resources. We do need a little bit more steel over here, but I mean that's unavoidable in a sense. So we've got 4 vehicles to pick up. How many are we going to be able to fit on each wagon? 1 on each wagon. Very, very cool. Okay, it says that this is worth 66,000 rubles. That is a chronic miscarriage of justice right there. That is awful. Surely, video game, you can sell them for more than that. I feel cheated. I feel utterly cheated. 266,000 for a blueprint, or 200 whatever it was, 212,000 for a blueprint, and I'm only able to sell them for 66,000 a pop. That is ridiculous. Come on, this is like, do you know how hard I've worked to get here? Do you know how unbelievably challenging it is to make vehicles in a production line? It's a tough gig. It's a tough gig, and here I am working away, and I'm getting a terrible price for my cars. Surely I must be able to set the price for them. Right, what if I speak to some of my, dictatorial friends? That's not a word, but I wish it was. What if I, speak to some of my friends who may or may not be dictators? Right, also, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get an access route for the truck station here, which supplies the shopping center. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay. I mean, if it works, it works, right? I mean, this is free road anyway, so it doesn't really count. Doesn't really count against my spending targets. I do need a smidge more money before I can buy a few more lorries, and I'm going to buy a real large number of lorries. I'm going to buy four lorries to transport food and 4 lorries to transport meat. Well, maybe not 4. Well, actually, maybe, yeah. Let's do 4. Why not? All right, slowly but surely, the number of workers is increasing. With each and every house. I mean, we make a real difference. Making sure that we supply this building constantly with steel is, I think, going to be the next problem. I mean, we do have a bunch of steel in the warehouse, so that's another 23 trucks right there. I mean, it's roughly like what 10 tons of steel per truck. So we got at least another 10 trucks in us fairly soon. That's a little bit of a cash injection, so let's go and see if we can make this work. There we go. Let's buy covered hull. Let's buy this. 12 tons, I think, is the largest that we can currently manage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. And thankfully, everyone is going to be doing the exact same route. Load 100% of anything. Nope. Literally just that. And we want to unload right at the other end of the world. In fact, speaking of at the other end of the world, that doesn't really make sense, but just roll with me for a second here, folks. We should take the opportunity to build a, transcontinental highway across the country. There we go. You dispatched, you dispatched, you dispatched, and you dispatched. Wait until loaded. Wait until loaded. Wait until loaded. I mean, if these guys are going to be going, across the entirety of the country, then, they can darn wait until they're loaded. Okay, so that's that. I mean, I'm just sort of thinking, right? Let me have a look at my mini-map. And so, that's Grainsky over there. This is the area that we're at. Potatograd is right over there. Okay, so I think there is a way to do this, right? There is a way to make a shortcut. Right. I mean, at the moment, I'm just making it at a dirt track. Let's have a look at the wireframe. Oh, apparently that's not possible. But this is. There we go. Okay, that's looking pretty darn good. And we can just have you coming in over there. Perfect. Right. Get that lowered. In fact, you know what? Why would I not just go straight if I have the depot nearby? Might as well just go literally straight connection. There we go. Yep, literally as simple as that. All right. I mean, that's quite something actually. That is quite a road. Okay. Right. That is a road right there. And in fact, I'm going to see if I can get one more sort of bypassing road so that we don't actually have to come into town. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty darn good. I think that most trucks are going to take that actually. I guess we'll wait and see. I mean, it's going to take me it's going to cost me a lot of money to redo this road. Like Omega money. Okay. Auto build. Why can I not build that? 21,000 rubles to build that bit of road? Oh boy. Right, not sure that I have the money to do this right now. I'll fix the road up that I built. 21,000. Oh my good golly goodness gracious me. Alright, that's about as much as that I can gravelize at the moment. And that has set me back. Means that I can't get my my trucks, my refrigeration trucks. Right, what's on fire? Oh, I mean that is a key bit of infrastructure, unfortunately. Right. Buy 10 people in. See if that'll make a difference. Go and work over here. 100% working at that fire station. Come on, don't let this pump fall. Please don't let the pump fall. Okay. Right, sell that fire truck. See if I can buy a new fire truck. How many? Like a small one. There we go. Will that mean that it can be dispatched earlier? Oh, come on, dude. Not again. Oh, thank goodness. Finally. Alright, I think we should manage to get there on time. Right. Buy a few more people. Okay, don't really want to go bankrupt right now. But I do think that I need to absolutely make sure that that building doesn't burn down. Because if that building burns down, then we have problems. Right. Sell that vehicle. Sure. Ah, look. The trucks are using it. That's great. We built an intercontinental highway of sorts. Where was that building that was burning down? Ah, yes. It was over in Oilgrad. Whoa, that was close. Looks like we saved it. Looks like we got it just in time. Fantastic. Oil pumping station. Saved by the bell. I mean, it wasn't like a really core bit of infrastructure, but I mean it was pretty darn core. It was as core as they can get, really. Look at this. What good luck. As luck would have it, it turns out that our very, very highly expensive to buy the blueprint of cranes, but not very good at being sold cranes are about to be sold. So that's something. I'm looking forward to this. Is it going to come instantly? Extra $66,000? I think or 66,000 rubles, should I say? I think it will. Bish bash bosh, just like that. 60,000 extra rubles. I mean, it's a good deal. It's a good deal, but I mean, I can't help but feeling that I should be getting a slightly better deal. I mean, maybe if I could see the type of vehicles that my other Soviet countries, the other Soviet countries in my group could, if I could see the types of vehicles that they wanted, and I could charge a premium for producing the type of vehicle that they wanted to buy, I mean, I would be pretty happy with that, but I don't know if that's a possibility. In fact, I mean, it's not a possibility, I don't think. But it would be pretty darn cool if it was. Okay, let's get this building funded right over there. And then let's get... What was I going to do? I was going to do something really important. Nope. It's completely gone. Oh, yes, I remember exactly what I was going to do. Yeah, I was going to get some meat trucks. Some good old refrigeration meat trucks. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. Very, very much overkill. But that's not a problem. And we're going to have you guys picking up from there. Load 100% of anything. Wait until loaded. Yep. And then you're going to come all the way across here. And unload right there. Wait until unloaded. Let's go back. Let's copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. Right. Cool. Everyone, get to it. What a milestone. What a milestone. We have a brand new super shopping center. And it turns out that we're going to be able to, well, not fully supply it, but we're going to be able to do a pretty darn good job of supplying it with local produce. We've got a clothing store. I mean, are we picking up clothing as of yet? I don't think we are. I don't think we're taking it anywhere. Yeah, we're just making it. We're making it and assembling it. I mean, first of all, we should probably do something with that clothing. I don't know how much clothing is actually worth. Is it worth anything? I mean, it'll obviously be worth something. Question is how much. Okay. Quite a lot. Is that the most valuable thing in the game? It looks like it. Why am I not selling clothes? I should be selling clothes. Okay, hold up. Where's my grain train? Yeah, so you're going to unload 100% of anything at Grainski Warehouse. Right, then, how about you come back up here, load 100% of clothes, and then take them to the border and sell them. I mean, I should probably check whatever my clothes imports are. Prices on the global market. I mean, the price of clothing, has that remained relatively consistent? It's trending upwards a little bit, but not that much. Has demand of anything gone down? Everything seems to be going up. Power price is next to 0, but I mean, that's to be expected, right? Yeah, not much we can really do about that. Alright, that's fine. Price of oil is quite turbulent in comparison, but that's okay. Oh, whoops, I was going to check. Imports. Imported resources, Soviet bloc, yes, clothes. This year. 158,000 in clothes. I mean, it's been like a little bit artificially high. I can't even point to it, but it's like the high point over there, I think, is probably when we built the shopping center and it had to like pre-purchase a bunch of stuff. Yeah, steel is still kind of in flux a little bit because we bought in steel to build, well, a whole bunch of car production facility stuff. It was literally the car production facility, the vehicle factory that cost so much darn money. All right, but this is looking good. We're selling all of our own food now in the shopping center. That's quite important. We can start selling all of our own electronics. We can start selling all of our own clothes. All of that stuff can definitely be done. It's just a question of whether we want to, because it's a lot more micromanaging, and that's not always a good thing. It's kind of nice not having that many vehicles on the road. It's kind of a little bit broken. The game's kind of a little bit broken in that sense because there's far fewer. I mean, there's literally no. There's no. You don't see any vehicles delivering food to the shopping center when I'm not delivering food. It's just all. It's all done. It's all taken care of. No sport. Nobody's got any issues there. No one lives there. Sport, a little bit of sport again. Hospital, I mean, we built a hospital recently. Sport, alright, that's fine. Let's build two more houses. There we go. 2 more houses. And, in fact, that's 3 more houses. Alright, great. Well, I don't know if we're going to have enough bodies to move into the houses, but we'll at least try. Right, move everyone out. Into here. Demolish. There we go. Demolish. And demolish. Great. Good stuff. We're certainly making our way through them, that's for sure. I think we might just have enough bodies to stick into these flats over here. There we go. Ditch you. And over there. And finally, right over there, 1 more house. Nope, that's the cathedral, although the cathedral could probably be demolished as well. Yep, 1 more house, the final house. And just like that, we've done it. Building is full. I can move people down here, presumably, can't I? Full, everything's full. Everything is full, that's quite remarkable, actually. Right, and demolish this. Great, and we've just wiped the town off the face of the earth, actually. We've just completely destroyed it. Completely destroyed it. I think there's 1 more large town that I don't think that we've touched. Or maybe that's the last of them. I'm just trying to have a quick little scroll around here to see if there is any. City Tootie Town with such an iconically Soviet name. Yeah, I mean, this area is pretty much done and dusted, isn't it? There's a couple of houses over here that I don't think I've touched. I'll just demolish them now so that I can see what's going on. I mean, there's obviously a bunch of little tiny piddly ones, but you know, I can do without them for now. I can do without the hassle of assigning those people clicking through all of the little tiny houses. Alright, that is fine. Yeah, there's two more houses half filled over there. Alright, so, I mean, there are a few more resources that I can tap from, or tap into, should I say, if I absolutely need to. But in all probability, I probably won't. I think that, I mean, after we filled these houses here, and that's 2 more. I've planned for 2 more. No school or kindergarten available. I mean, let's build the school. Let's build the school. We've got the kindergarten. Building is without a power supply. Okay. The kindergarten is without a power supply. Does that actually matter? I don't think that it actually matters. Yeah, straight up don't think that it matters. Yeah, there is too much demand. There is too much demand there, actually, yeah. That's a bit of a problem. And there's too little wattage going into there. Right, stop exporting. Stop exporting entirely. Right. Let's see if that makes any difference. Looks slightly better. But I think we're pretty much maxing out the amount of... We're maxing out the amount of energy that those wires can take. I need to continue to export just a little bit of power, so order as to maintain a tiny little bit of an increase in my American dollars. $3 watts. Why is this not working as well as it should be? Yeah. I mean, we've got 14 megawatt hours of production. Alright. Not entirely sure what's going on here, but I do think that we're probably going to need to set up another bespoke power line to provide power to the other half of the buildings over here. Oh my goodness. 315 people. That is fantastic. That is really, really fantastic. So, each and every train that comes around is going to pick up at least four finished cranes. Probably 5 finished cranes, actually. It can pick up a maximum of 5 finished cranes. And when it does, that's going to be great. No kindergarten places available. I do need to get one more kindergarten. There is one over here that I have planned for. Let's build dollars. Sure. Maybe not the wisest decision under the circumstances, but that's fine. Build that as well. Build that with rubles. Okay, great. I'm pretty happy with the way that whatever this area has now come to be defined as. I don't even know what it should be called. No kindergarten spaces available. I mean, there is kindergarten right here. And we should probably build it. Honestly, given the fact that I kind of planned this all from scratch and didn't really have any idea about the demands of everyone once the town was actually built, I'm pretty happy with how few people actually have a substantial issue. Pretty darn good, to be honest. So we're getting roughly between half and 2/3 of the number of workers. We're at 50% of the number of engineers consistently, which is pretty darn good if I do say so myself. Can't really complain about that at all. We're making these cranes like there's no tomorrow. What I probably am going to do between episodes is take a little bit of a chill sesh and get ourselves some more money. And then we're gonna go and see if we can buy another one of these blueprints. The where is it? It's crane. Tower crane. Yeah, we'll buy this blueprint. We'll buy this blueprint. See if we can sell that for any more than $60,000 for 66,000 rubles for 4 cranes is such a bad deal. It's such a darn bad deal. I really feel like I need to complain about it extensively. But yes, I will have to complain even more in the next episode, but I'm sure you're probably used to that by now.